Hey, everybody. What can I say? It was a tough day yesterday, and I just figured, I might as well come on and basically say thank you. There were so many incredible, sweet people that sent me messages privately and publicly. But as you all know, many of us deal with, we hate to say it, mental illness. It's depression, anxiety. And I always felt that I should be open about it because I'm a strong motherfucker. I really am. But this depression, when it comes, and it's been months, I'm telling you, months since I had a bout with it. But yesterday, I realized, as I've always done, I have written about it. I talk about it. For me, it's my therapy. It's my therapy to let it out and be vented. No, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for whatever. No, I just know that every time I've done this, that there are many of you who, I won't say who you are, you write me privately and you say, thank you, Michael, because you wrote what I feel, what I'm going through, and it makes us feel not alone. And that is the most important thing. I mean, seriously, a couple of weeks ago when Naomi Judd passed away and she killed herself with a gun, here was a woman that we just saw 3 weeks ago singing with her daughter, and snap, just like that. Bam. That's what depression does. Yesterday, I was in a great mood. I had gone to the gym. I made a funny Janet Jackson going, look at all the Botox. She's got too much filler. And then one of the guys in the gym, who's a Win executive, a friend of mine here in the building, he was finding out how old I was. And he said, but my God, Michael, I thought you were in your late 40s, early 50s. I said, thank you. I was in a good mood. And then I came upstairs, and it was like this cloud came out of nowhere. And those of you that deal with this know that, I can have bad news hit me and it doesn't bother me. It bounces off of me, but just something so simple. I came up and I saw that Facebook had turned the siphon on my Indiegogo to get Paul Lynn going. And I'm like, what? Just 2 people? That's it? That hit me. Then all of a sudden I started this dread. It was like a cloud that moved in. And I started looking at myself, oh my God, you're a failure. You're living in the past. You're trying to do this again. And I'm like, no, that's not, I tried to get it away. And then I just burst out crying. And I couldn't think. I felt, which depression does to us, made me feel like a loser. And I have nothing to be a loser about. I have the most incredible support system sometimes. But depression fucks with your mind. Anyway, and then I have this little guy right here. This little guy is my rock. I love him so much. I swear to God, if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would have gone. God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional. But I sit there and I think to myself, when that demon comes at you with depression, you think to do really bad things to yourself. And I was there yesterday for a moment, and I was so happy an hour before. But yesterday it came and it hit, and I looked down at this little guy and I said, if I'm not here, who's going to take care of him? Who's going to give him his medicine and walk him? And I just went to bed. I went into that bedroom and I covered myself up with the covers, and I just laid there and stared out the window. And then this little guy popped in and laid next to me. And I just went, no, you got to have strength, Michael. Reach deep down inside and get strength. And I did. I just laid off the social media. And my friend John Hall called me late last night. And I talked to him. And then, believe it or not, 5 o'clock this morning, my crazy friend Rich Reams calls me from Rome because he's stuck in an Airbnb with COVID. He had to get off the cruise ship, and he tells me this joke about Thomas Noguchi, and he said he thinks Bruce Valanche had the joke about this young actor whose mother wanted to commit suicide and said, no, don't do it in the house. It'll be messy. Go up on the hill and shoot yourself. And anyway, it's a very funny joke. I know, talking about suicide. But anyway, I this is something I've battled my entire life with, and I'm usually pretty strong. And the crazy part about it is, you can call me a faggot. You can say you're a loser. You can make fun of the way I perform. You can say I sucked on stage. It bounces right off of me. But when you have depression, some of the simplest things are like, it turns, it snaps, and it makes you go to this dark, dark place. And I know I'm not alone, but I just feel that if I share it with people, you will, those of you that deal with it, know that you just have to, I call it pull up your big girl panties, take a deep breath, and just visualize positive energy. That's what I do. I just visualize positive energy. And, it was tough, but I'm much better today. I mean, I don't even, that's the thing about depression. It's gone. And I haven't had that type of dark cloud in a lot of months. It came and went during the pandemic, but I haven't been like this. And anyway, I just wanted to say that I wanted to thank all of you for the sweet messages and the love and support. I live here in Vegas on the 30th floor, and me and this little one down here in my lap. And sometimes it just gets a little, crazy, because it's just me and my dog on the 30th floor. All my friends live in Los Angeles. I have my friends, Gwen and her husband, who have just been wonderful. I call him my little Persian prince, who lives down on the 29th floor, straight boy. He's a very sweet person. Once a week I talk to him, but sometimes I just miss LA and having my friends that I can just go, I'm coming over, we're having coffee. It's a little difficult when you have to buy a plane ticket to go do that. But I'm rambling on here about absolutely craziness. But, if you've got people who love you, they do show up, and I have some really cool people that called me and wrote to me. And then many of you who I've never met in my entire life, but we seem to have a kindred spirit on Facebook. You wrote me, and I'm glad that my words can help in my battle will help you win your battle, because I'm not going to lose this battle. You get close to it, but you're not going to. So anyway, I got a lot of work to do. We have to get the Paul Lynde show back up. And we started an Indiegogo a couple days ago. So it's an Indiegogo. So if you got an extra $1, help us, because we need to build a new square, and we have to get ready for this incredible show. We're starting September the 29th and the 30th. And as soon as they send me the contracts back, I've already signed, I can tell you where we're going to be to kick off the show. But that's secondary. Your mental health is number one. And for those of you out there, know you can always write me. I will talk to you. Message me on Messenger. I'm accessible if you're on my friends list. But anyway, me and Champs, here he is. He goes back to sleep. I love this little bugger ever. Danny, I know you miss your fur baby, and hang in there. I'm thinking about you. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to come on and do a video. I didn't want to write it. I wanted to say it, and I appreciate it. All of you guys, I love you, and I hope this entire video makes any sense. It does to me. Mwah.